So maybe you're new to the gig economy or you just want to take a closer look. What's better, rideshare or delivery? What's up guys, your driver Mike here, back with another video. This channel is dedicated to success in the gig economy, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. Well, I've done both and really on multiple platforms within rideshare and delivery. Here are my thoughts. Let's take a look at a few pros and cons. Firstly, let's take a look at some of the pros in rideshare. Well, with rideshare, you kind of have a predictable surge pricing structure. You know the busiest times, you know when the bars close, that's going to be another busy time. Generally, surge pricing, if applicable in your market, is pretty predictable. Generally, when it comes to base pay, the minimum amount that you'll earn with rideshare, you may find that your base pay is higher than delivery. For instance, on the Postmates platform here in San Diego, California, you can expect 10 cents per minute and 64 cents per mile. One intangible that's worth noting on rideshare is that it's a great opportunity for networking. Now let's look at some of the pros of driving delivery. Number one, you have the autonomy of driving delivery. You don't have to manage a car full of people, a constant customer service during the entire trip. Delivery, pretty low pressure and a pretty relaxing environment. Number two, I've found that your customers on a delivery are going to be pretty exceptionally happy to see you. Your customers are hungry and happy to see you. That means good tips for you as a driver. Number three, similar to rideshare, you'll see predictable earnings times, boosts, and incentives when driving delivery. We all know the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner times are the highest demand times of the day when you're driving delivery. Makes it a little bit easier to predict incentive times, boost times, and earnings incentives. Going back to rideshare, let's look at some of the cons of driving rideshare. Well, as we've already alluded to, there's going to be constant customer service. You're always going to be with your customers when driving rideshare. It's certainly a lot of customer service when you have a car full of passengers, a lot of people to manage, a lot of things going on. Also keep in mind, if you're driving those later hours, those bar hours, you will drive drunk passengers. And with that constant customer service, you may really feel it if you're stuck in traffic, your passenger wants to get there faster, or you miss a turn. That could lead to a pretty uncomfortable environment. Now let's look at some of the cons of driving delivery. Number one, wait times at restaurants. While the restaurant may not have your order, it may not be ready yet, you may be sitting there for 5, 10 plus minutes waiting for your order. And when you do receive the items, that's a lot of management for food, for drinks, for the potential for spills, missed items, side dishes, napkins, utensils, etc. Additionally, generally, delivery is going to pay you less than rideshare. Now, this may vary based on your market, but you may find yourself driving longer distances and really not making that much money than if you were doing rideshare. And lastly, let's not forget about parking. If you're doing a delivery, especially in a crowded downtown area, parking is going to be at a premium and pretty difficult to negotiate versus driving in the suburbs or other area. Conversely, with rideshare, you can typically get away with hanging out in certain areas as you're waiting for your passenger, but with a delivery, you do have to exit your vehicle and leave it parked. And one thing that both of these have in common is that in general, you will not get paid while in transit to your pickup destination. Also consider the wear and tear on your vehicle. Always minimize unnecessary miles as well when on the road. So these are just a few things to consider if you're going to sign up for rideshare or delivery. Check the links below for sign up links for either platform and post your questions down below in the comments. Your driver Mike here. I do appreciate you watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to join your driver team, and I will see you in the next one.